You're born into chaos. Not a cozy nest high in a tree. No, you tumble into life inside a half-crushed cardboard box wedged behind a busted air conditioner unit. Welcome to the city. Your parents? Gone. Probably scouting for food, or just overwhelmed. The only thing protecting you is a few limp feathers, some dry bread crusts, and the hope that no rat finds you tonight. Above you, humans hustle past without a glance. Below, the alleys are soaked in fryer oil and smell like a deep-fried pizza fart mixed with bus fumes. You're not majestic. You're not cute. You're a pigeon chick, and the world already hates you. You're too weak to move, too noisy to be ignored. Every squawk is a neon sign flashing. Free snack. You can't fly. You can't fight. All you can do is wait, and hope your sibling doesn't roll off the ledge first. Before we fly straight into the chaos, I'm chasing that sweet 1,000 subscriber mark. If you're into this animation style, hit subscribe. It's free, fast, and fuels the next weird story. You don't get a childhood. You get concrete. No soft grass, no gentle breeze, just a ledge. A cold, crumbling ledge coated in pigeon poop, cigarette butts, and that weird goo that leaks from window units in July. The world doesn't care that you were just born. And honestly, it kind of wants you gone. Your first few days are a buffet of bad luck. You're fed something called pigeon milk, which sounds fancy but is really just a weird goo your parents vomit directly into your face. Yum, and good luck getting enough of it. Your sibling is already twice your size and pecks like a caffeinated chicken. If the food doesn't run out, the space will. Your nest is basically a flattened soda cup and a few twigs stolen from a squirrel. The edge is always one awkward shuffle away. And gravity? Not your friend. And predators? Oh, they're here. Rats, crows, hawks. Even that one weird guy who throws shoes at the roof because he thinks birds are spying on him. You don't know what a government drone is yet, but apparently you might be one. You're not alone in this misery. Thousands of other pigeon chicks are born in similar corners of the city, just trying not to die before they figure out how wings work. Some fall, some starve, some just vanish, swept away by a broom, a raccoon, or time. And even if you survive the week, you're not in the clear. Your feathers are patchy. Your eyes still barely focus. You're basically a walking chicken nugget with anxiety. And your parents? They're already laying eggs somewhere else. Nature's tough love policy. But despite it all, you persist. You huddle, you peep, you nibble on crumbs of things that may or may not be edible. You don't know what hope is, but whatever this feeling is, it's keeping you from giving up. Because maybe, just maybe, you'll live long enough to figure out how to fly. And in this city, flight is the only thing standing between you and a very sad ending in a greasy alley. Congratulations, you're still alive. Barely. Your feathers have come in, kind of. They look like someone tried to glue a handful of hair to a potato. But hey, progress. You've learned how to flap your wings, which is great. Unfortunately, you're still about as flight efficient as a tossed sandwich. Every launch attempt ends with you face-planting into a satellite dish or sliding down a greasy rooftop like a feathered bowling ball on a buttered slip-and-slide. But failure is just part of the curriculum. Eventually, after a few concussions and a near-death experience with a laundry line, you finally stick the landing. You can fly. Sort of. Now comes the hard part. Staying alive long enough to use it. Food? Forget breadcrumbs and fairy tales. You're competing with 100 other birds for a single discarded French fry. Seagulls scream. Sparrows snatch. And humans? They either ignore you or actively try to chase you off with bizarre ultrasonic bird-banishing gadgets that sound like a dolphin having a meltdown. You quickly realize you're not beloved. You are a burden. A winged pest. A flying germ bomb with attitude. People mutter things like rats with wings as they shoo you from benches. Some cities even bring in trained falcons, actual hired muscle, to put pigeons like you back in your place. And yet, somehow, you're everywhere. Pigeons thrive in chaos. You learn to eat almost anything. Chewed gum, stale fries, mystery gunk from the subway tracks. Your digestive system becomes more of a nuclear reactor than a stomach. But it's not just the food game that's hard. Flying in the city is like trying to drive a bumper car through a hurricane. You dodge traffic, duck under wires, swerve past buildings, You learn to recognize predators by silhouette alone, because if you don't, the falcon gets a snack. And spoiler, you're the snack. You sleep wherever you can, under bridges, inside neon signs, wedged into the forgotten armpits of buildings. You grow street smart. You figure out which humans will feed you and which ones throw coffee cups. You even start developing a bit of swagger. You're a survivor. But it's exhausting. The city never sleeps, and neither do you. Not really. One eye open. One foot ready. One wing always half-cocked in case the sky decides it hates you again. And yet, you endure. Because being a pigeon in the city isn't about taking majestic flight. It's about dodging, hustling, and surviving one garbage day at a time. You may not be loved, but you're impossible to ignore. You've grown. You're fast now. You know the city like the back of your wing. Which dumpsters are gold mines. Which rooftops are safe. Which parks have old ladies with generous granola bars. You've mastered survival, but you're still unwanted. People glare at you like you owe them money. You land on a railing and someone immediately waves you off like you're contagious. Even statues get cleaned more often than you do. Signs go up warning tourists not to feed you. You're not a bird anymore. You're a problem with feathers. You've seen friends vanish, netted, poisoned, relocated. Pest control, they call it. That's code for too many pigeons, not enough tolerance. Every city has a different method, but the goal is the same. Fewer of you, more of everything else. You've also noticed something else. Your body's slowing down. Not much, but just enough. Wing beats feel heavier. Landings get clumsier. You've dodged death 100 times, but you know one day you won't. Still, despite the rejection, the traps, the sky assassins, you're here. Breeding. Flying. Eating questionable street meat and somehow turning it into the next generation of urban survivors. You weren't built for glory. You were built for grit. You are the background noise of every city, the shadow that flits between buildings, the bird no one wants, but can't get rid of. And deep down, you kind of love that. You were never supposed to thrive here. You're mocked, shooed, hunted, ignored. The sidewalks don't welcome you. The rooftops barely hold you. And yet, you're still here, coasting over the skyline like you own the place. Because in a city that never stops pushing, you never stop flapping. You've made a life out of scraps and spite. Raised chicks in gutters. Dodged falcons like a winged ninja. Turned trash into a legacy. But here's the twist. While humans complain about you, design buildings to keep you out, and call you a flying disgrace, you're still one of the only creatures that has truly adapted to their world. You don't just survive the city, you are the city. And the real kicker? Humans brought you here, centuries ago, as pets, couriers, companions. So if they're tired of pigeons, they've only got themselves to blame. You're not an invader. You're the original tenant. And to you, little bird, every rooftop is a throne, and every sky is yours to claim.